Throwing flash.
We're taking a secure point.
Ironsight is hands down one of my absolutely favorite first-person shooters on Steam, and I already covered this multiple times in my channel before. And if you're someone who's familiar with the free-to-play shooters on Steam, you probably already heard about this game, or you probably already played this game before. And nowadays the game need absolutely no introduction. It's considered to be kind of a classic game at this point. Initial release back in 2019, but surprisingly the game is holding up pretty well even in 2024 in terms of visuals, the gunplay, and overall fun aspect of the game. But somehow, if you haven't heard about this game before, it's basically a free-to-play arcade multiplayer first-person shooter, very similar to something like Call of Duty Black Ops 2, with very fast-paced fun movements and gunplay alongside futuristic weapons and gadgets. It's honestly not a game that I play more regularly nowadays. Once in a while I jump back into the game, see how the game is doing, what are the new content they add to the game, and what it's like to play the game right now in 2024. Hopefully I will answer all these questions in our today's video. Alright, last time I checked out the game, which is about 10 months ago, and the game had around 500 daily concurrent players, and considering it's a multiplayer game, it's honestly not a big number. Even in 2024 the game is just hovering around 400 daily concurrent players, which is still a pretty low number considering some of the other shooters on Steam. But this is a 5-year-old free-to-play game, so we can expect the player number to be quite shrink at this point. But nevertheless, when you jump into the game in 2024, I would say the experience is honestly not that bad in terms of matchmaking. You can easily get into game. It takes you like 2-3 minutes to queue up for a game, and I was able to play basically every single game mode that the game offers, which is quite surprising to me. I thought the player numbers was quite low and it's going to be an issue when it comes to matchmaking, but that is not necessarily the case. I was able to get into games, get into lobbies very easily. Yes, it will take you like 2-3 minutes, but still be able to play basically every single game mode even in 2024, which is quite a good news. And also your matchmaking is going to be a little bit better if you're playing on the night time, where majority of the player base are online and you can easily get into matches very quickly. And this is the case at least on my region. I usually play on Singapore servers and they're pretty populated at night time. And if you are from North America or Europe, your experience is going to be pretty similar, I would say. And the game also offers tons of servers all around the world, so you can basically select whatever your region preferred. In terms of game mode, the game offers 4 different categories. First one is called missions, which is like basically the single player portion of the game where you can complete different missions, at the same time earn some in-game rewards. Next up we got the quick play option, where you can select between different multiplayer game modes, and this will include team deathmatch, secure point, gun game, free for all, search and destroy, capture the flag, and resource takeover. So there is a good selection of game modes alongside a pretty good variety of maps, and I was basically able to play every single game mode during my limited playtime. And the gameplay experience is very similar to a classic Call of Duty game, with boot to the ground, fast-paced first-person action. And if you don't want to spend money buying Call of Duty games, this is still a great alternative you can completely download for free, and I would say it's really enjoyable even in 2024. There's also a separate rank mode in the game where you have to level up your account to a certain level in order to play, which definitely takes some time to grind into. And also we get custom matches. Basically you can create your own custom games, or you can join using the server browser. Pretty cool stuff overall. There are pretty insane number of weapons available to unlock in the game, including assault rifles, SMGs, sniper rifles, LMGs and stuff. But at the beginning, if you're starting as a beginner, you will get certain amount of in-game credits you can spend unlocking maybe couple of weapons. But in order to unlock rest of the weapons, it's going to take a very long time. The game is honestly a bit grindy, but the only way to unlock weapons is by in-game credits, which you can only get by leveling up, playing more matches, and completing different weekly and daily missions. You simply cannot pay your way to unlock these weapons, and that is one of the reasons why this game is stand out among other free-to-play shooters. As far as I know, there is no pay-to-win element right now in the game, which is really good to see. Everything sounds pretty good so far, but Ironsight does have a bit of a problem when it comes to cheating. Most people who play the game more recently mention on their recent Steam reviews mentioning there is a bit of a problem when it comes to cheaters in the game, which is something I agree upon as well. It is something that you not notice instantly when you're playing the game. No one is flying around in the map with speedboats or anything like that. In some games when you just couldn't get a kill, you just feel like completely helpless. Whenever you pick, you just die instantly. There is no time to react. Either they are just so good at the game or just cheating with aimbots. And to be fair, there are a certain amount of players that are very high level in the game. You basically play the game every single day since the launch, and they're pretty good at the game. They have very powerful loadouts, weapons, weapons, so it's incredibly difficult as a beginner to go against them. And on top of that, if there's any cheaters in the game, it's even more difficult to get into games. And this thing usually happen with at least once every 3 games, I would say. In some games I did really well, I get like 35-40 kills, but in certain games I couldn't get 10 kills. There is no time to react, I just die instantly whenever I peek. This is one of the reasons why most of the Steam reviews that posted recently are kind of on the mixed category. Some people are really enjoying the game, at the same time some other people are completely blaming for cheating and hacking issues, mentioning the anti-cheat or the report system doesn't work in the game. So I personally had kind of a mixed feelings about the game. It's good to play when you find a good lobby, you can definitely enjoy the game, but in some games, man, you just completely feel helpless. There's nothing you can do, just quitting the lobby and move on to a next game. So this is my overall personal experience with the game in 2024, but it's good to see developers are still working on the game, releasing new content, new seasonal updates to the game. At the same time, I feel like they have to improve their anti-cheat system, report option, and banning cheating players. And if you're someone who's playing the game right now, I would love to know your thoughts about the current state of the game, especially about this cheating scandal. Anyway, man, you can completely forget about everything that I said about this cheating issue and completely enjoy the game for what it is right now in 2024. It's still a very solid first-person shooter, I would say. Even though the Steam chart showed the player numbers are pretty low, I would say the matchmaking is a lot better than I thought, and you will be able to get into matches pretty easily. So finally, let's answer the question whether you should play Ironsight right now in 2024. So my answer is kind of 50-50. If you're just looking for a fun, casual, first-person shooter to play just like Call of Duty, especially on your low-end PC, Ironsight is still a pretty good choice in my opinion. But if you're someone who's looking to grind out the game and be more competitive, I wouldn't say it's the best option right now. You can definitely try out other free games on Steam like Finals, Shatterline, or even the upcoming free-to-play shooter from Ubisoft. The X-Defiant is going to release on May 21st. Definitely going to be a nice free-to-play alternative to Call of Duty. Well, that's pretty much a wrap up today's video, guys. I feel like I covered pretty much everything I want to talk about Ironsight right now in 2024. There is no harm in trying the game out. It's completely free to play. Download size is around 10 GB, and you can basically play the game on a low-end system as well. So if you're someone who's playing Ironsight right now, definitely share your experience down in the comment section as well. And finally, guys, as always, if you enjoyed the content so far, don't forget to go ahead and drop a like on this video, and also subscribe and stay tuned to the channel because we cover tons of free-to-play games like this. I will catch you guys soon in the next one. Stay safe.
Changing back. Flash out. Changing back.
Oh. Defective.
Reloading. Cover me. I'm reloading.
Who is that?